Well, good morning, my trading people. Today is Wednesday, November 22nd, approximately 10 a.m. I promised all of my followers, since I didn't do a video in a while, I would do a video this morning specifically because it is before the holiday weekend, and historically we have often seen crypto prices pump over the holiday weekend, specifically Thanksgiving, as friends and family, gather for the first time since maybe Christmas of last year, and they talk about their life and their investments, and then they start looking at the charts. And I've noticed that oftentimes you'll have strange and obscure altcoins really pump as people are looking at their Coinbase app or whatever app they're looking at, and we see these prices pump. Of course, today we are getting a pre-Thanksgiving pump, so I wonder how that's going to play out. I am not exactly sure, but if I'm right about the Thanksgiving slash Friday, Black Friday over the weekend, if I'm right about the pump, then prices will continue to rise over the weekend. Of course, there's always an anomaly, and I always leave room for me to be wrong about my analysis. This is just purely entertainment, and I mainly just want to show you what I'm looking at. I may enter a few trades. Although the family and I are busy today, this is a day off for me, and we're going to take the day and travel downtown and just spend some time together. So I'm not sure if I'll get those trades out today. Maybe tomorrow. Crypto is always open, so I always have opportunity. But sometime I hope to do that before more pumping continues. Anyways, enough said about context here on why I am producing this video. Let's get started. All right, so I really want to just review quickly before we go. Dollar is doing exactly as anticipated, dropping, does these little stair steps. I'm not sure you can see that. That's a black pen, so let me change the color of that so you can maybe see that better. Anyways, the point is the dollar is continuing to decline. I expect that to do so. I expect the level of support that it hits is somewhere around 100, maybe lower than that. But this black line that you see down here, guys, this comes from 1984. It is going to be huge support. We just broke above that recently, and you'll know if you've been watching my videos how tremendous that break above was. We went all the way to this particular red line, which acted as resistance, and that comes all the way from trying to zoom back here. All right, 2009 when we started our bull market. All right, so as long as the dollar remains under, no, that's not correct. Yes, it is correct. What I was going to say, as long as the dollar remains under that red line from 2009, we remain in a secular bull market. I'm not sure that the dollar would break above it, but if it did break above it, you can be assured that the possibility of entering a bear market would be very strong. All right, on to the VIX. All right, so dollar continues to decline. VIX is declining, all-time 2-year lows. So with the VIX at 2-year lows and the dollar continuing to decline, what do you think the stock market is going to do? Onto our SPY chart here, and you can see we've hit the target down on that head and shoulders pattern just exactly as predicted. Almost, and I'm not very good about the timing, but I got the timing right on this. And we bounced like I expected, but actually we bounced a much farther up than I expected. All right, so we're way back into my channel on this wave 5 blow off top. and I expect that to continue through the holidays into next year. Really, I expect this blow off top to continue. And what I've been saying about the blow off top all along is we will beat this 480 area, which was the top of wave number 3 and our most recent high from December of 2021. All right, so I give you all of this context, dollar VIX market, because I want to show you how I think a Bitcoin will follow. And of course, Bitcoin is our lead dog in the crypto space. All right, let me move this chart over so you can see it. Zoom in here a bit. All right, there we are. And right now, Bitcoin. Now, previously, I was expecting this, and I still do expect us this to happen, guys. I expect us at some point to come back down and retest that $31,600 level. However, I'm going to hold off on that prediction. Now, as I just said, my timing is not always the best. My predictions about price levels eventually do come to fruition most of the time, but I'm not very good about the timing part of it. So because the holidays are coming up, I'm holding off on that prediction for a little bit. I do think we may continue up. This appears to be somewhat of a bull flag, and it appears that we are forming this bull flag above this support area. All right, see this red channel here? That is major support. And so with the bull flag and the support area, again, look down here on the RSI as well. Let me see if I can expand this a little bit. That RSI line has broken support, but if we come back above that, which I expect over the holidays, this is going to continue to act as support. So we've got lots of support here, and we know halving is coming soon. We know this is the end of year. We know this is pre-Thanksgiving, pre-holidays. Lots of bullish factors that we can continue to weigh in here. Okay, now I want to jump over to the dominance chart just real quick to show you what I've seen. You see I've had this red arrow printed. I do think we're going to come down to this black trend line somewhere down here. Our target is. And right now we appear to be forming a bear flag. All right, this is a bear flag. All right, so what that means for the altcoin market is it's usually fairly bullish. All right, doesn't always have to be. Bitcoin moves sideways, but alts continue to climb, and that is why this video is mainly going to be about altcoins. So let's get started here. All right, I'm going to drop to the bottom of my list and start with storage, and we're just going to fly through these because we only have 20 minutes for my TradingView people. This looks like we are forming some sort of a bull flag here on storage. I really wouldn't be interested in this particular, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I want to form a flag here. All right. This looks to be a bull flag, but really I'm not interested in this coin unless we come back down to that 63 or near that $63 level sometime before the weekend. If we did that, I would be interested in grabbing. Of course, it's going to be hard today because everything is pumping, so you're really you're grabbing these at at higher prices, and it's kind of hard to do sometimes. Take a look at the RSI. We are in 60, so anywhere from 40 to 60 I like to buy my crypto. That seems to be provided that the patterns on the price match and the timing matches. In this case, timing matches because it's pre-Thanksgiving. We got a pattern that matches. It appears to be a bullish flag. We've got some support below us, and we are near that 40 to 60 level. There's probably other coins out there that are more attractive, but storage is one that's really been hot and something to keep in mind. That's why it's added to my list. All right, next one on the chart here is BICO. BICO has, okay, so provided that BICO settles above this neckline here. That was a neckline from an inverse head and shoulders pattern I have drawn there. Target, you can see, is anywhere from 31 cents to 32 cents. And we hit that with a wick up. Usually I like to see the bodies arrive and settle within that target area. So I do believe that we have more up potential on BICO, and provided it settles above this neckline today, that's something I will keep my eye on. Of course, you guys know where to follow all my trades. Moving on, Kava here, I've got a good interest-bearing coin, at least on the Exodus wallet. I would like us to come back down to this 50, 100-day moving average, a good area of confluence, before I'm interested in this coin. I think we settle down, we come back down there, and we can bounce from there and continue upwards. All right, moving on, we've got AAVE. Okay, so we're stuck between 84 cents and 92 cents. Again, I'd like to see us come back down to the 84 cents level, somewhere in here, before we take off again. So possibly the way this is going to look, guys, over the weekend, and I'm just theorizing here, but sometime towards the end of the day, we have our pump today, then we have a drop overnight and into Thanksgiving tomorrow. We hit our levels of support, and then we take off again into the weekend. It can happen. It can be a very volatile weekend. It can happen fast. But this pump today has kind of caught me by surprise, because typically it comes over the weekend. But again, that's the way market manipulators work, right? We don't get what we are expecting. In the past, crypto has been a lot more pure in terms of understanding the collective conscious of the market and psychology. We've been able to trade trends a lot easier than more recently. With big money, market manipulators, bots, it's a lot more difficult. But so that is my theory currently. I'm going to hold off till tomorrow morning to see what the market is like, and see if we can hit some of these levels of support that I'm seeing, and maybe take off to resistance, and that's where we sell, and then wait for us to come back down again to support. All right, let's take a look at Gods. Gods is one of these hot coins, and Gods has been in this channel. All right, so right now it's looking like it wants to break above, but it never really breaks above this channel. Let me move this over so you guys can see this a little bit better. Zoom in. And so Gods right now is up 22.5% as we speak. Keeps running into this level of resistance at 32%. What I'd like to see before I'm attracted to this is to come back down to at least the $27 level, or at 27 cents level, and then potentially buy in there before we take off and hit our target. But it is, this is a big... this is kind of a risk to wait till tomorrow morning, when generally and historically in the past we have been hot over Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and into the weekend, and that could continue. The upside could continue. So this is a gamble. This is something you guys are going to have to decide for yourself. Just don't do what I do. My theory currently is, or my feelings are, to wait till tomorrow morning to see how we look. But by then it could be too late, guys. So you have to make your own mind up based upon the patterns that and price action that you guys are seeing in the market. Okay, next one I'm seeing here is DOT. Again, I see... the potential to come back down, retest that 200-day moving average, which we haven't quite gotten to yet, before we take off and go up. That's just what I'm seeing. Are we going to do that before the weekend? I don't know. That's the big question, guys. I'm only here showing you what I'm seeing on the charts. And right now, as I've stated, my sentiment is to wait till tomorrow morning, but I could be totally wrong about that. We could miss a big move. On the other hand, we may not get the big move this time around. Maybe over the Thanksgiving weekend we crash, because we know from experience the market movers will hurt as many people as possible to gain the most. And maybe this weekend is going to be an anomaly. I don't know. I just don't know, guys. I don't have enough data here. And honestly, I've been pretty busy this week, so this is a scrambled effort to get together something and just kind of show you what I'm seeing live on the charts here. I've got a level circle, that's the 50-day and 200-day moving average colliding with a support level. That is a big area of confluence. So I wouldn't be attracted to Cardano unless we got back down to 30 cents. And that's where I'd look to buy in and then take us to 37 cents. All right. So a lot of these coins I want us to come back down. And today is definitely not a day that coins are coming down. We're up 20%. 38%, 9%. I'm seeing lots of coins up double digits. So yeah, it's not really a time that I like to buy, even though the RSI looks fairly good. All right, so on this one, 50 is fairly good. So it's kind of unknown, and that's why I kind of want to wait till tomorrow to see what we do. But that's just me. I'd like to see us on this coin come back down to test our 200-day moving average at 67 cents before I entered there, and it took off. That's Matic. ARB. How much time we got here? Okay, we're 16 minutes in. Next one here is HBAR. Again, look at all this, guys. I have the arrows drawn up. That is a potential, like over the weekend, if I'm wrong about this and we don't come back down to our support levels, that's what's going to happen. We're going to go up to our resistance before we come back down and test support. I'm hoping, and this is just a hope, that we come back down here and test our support before we obviously take off over the weekend. But these coins are moving fast, and so unknown at the moment. BCH looks like it wants to go up and retest that channel on the bottom. Before it does that, though, it could come back down to this 200-day moving average. See why I'm so in conflict here? Because we're already starting to take off before the weekend. Now, RSI is indicating we are at a good level to buy in before the weekend. So it's really hard to buy when everything is pumping. But again, it might be in your best interest to do so before I do. I'm going to wait till tomorrow morning to see what it looks like. Algo, I've got a big green circle there. And that is all of this area of confluence. I would hope, again, my thesis is correct. We come back down to this level of support and this whole area of confluence sometime before we really take off. But maybe the takeoff is happening now. ApeCoin, this is actually one that I'm more attracted to because we are on good support here at the 50 and 100-day moving average. Additionally, the RSI is in that 50 level. I like to buy between 40 and 60 if pattern supports us on the price chart. Pattern does support us here, and we are exactly at 50, so this is a good level to buy. I do have an arrow down here on the RSI chart suggesting we could come back down to that line of support and test that before we take off. And again, that is a possibility. Like everything else I'm seeing on the charts, this pre-holiday pump is kind of throwing me off a little bit. And I'm just being honest. This is one that I'm not quite certain about. And so you have to take your gamble the way your gut tells you. Maybe your gut is telling you to buy today because we are going to continue to take off during holiday weekend. Maybe your sentiment is like mine, where I think I want to just wait till tomorrow morning to see what prices look like, hope that they come down to our levels of support before taking off. All right, this is sand. This is what I'd want to see. I'd want to see us come back down to 50-day at 38 or 34 cents, or the 100-day at 32, almost 33 cents. OXT is the next one here. It's one that I like because it pumps a lot. And we've had these big pumps like over here. Let me get out my arrow. This is a massive pump from basically 5 cents all the way up here to almost 9 cents. Then we had another pump over here. All right, and we had another pump over here. And if my timing is right on this one, which again, I'm not very good at the timing, we're getting ready to pump again. And if we do pump, we'd go from this price right here at 7 cents all the way up to almost 9 cents. That's a good profit. All right, so whether so this coin is attractive as well. Now, whether we come down first tomorrow morning or during Thanksgiving before we head up again, unknown. That's the gamble that I am taking. Again, we have our support here at around $8 on Atom, and I would want to buy there at $8, and then I would hold that to $10. All right, and finally, Doggy Coin. I'm actually over the 20-minute mark here. Apologize to TradingView people, you got dropped. Doggy Coin, again, this whole area of confluence down here, 50-day, 100-day moving average. Want to see us come down there before I buy. Now, am I playing very conservative? Yes, I am. And so maybe this is going to come back to bite me in the butt. I am not quite sure, guys. I am putting out this video not because I'm certain about where the prices are going to go tomorrow, obviously, but because I wanted to show you where we're at. And right now, I feel like we are right in the middle. It is unknown whether this trend upwards continues through the weekend or whether tomorrow morning and Friday, maybe we get some sort of a pullback to those support levels that I've pointed out and then take off. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm going to wait and wake up tomorrow morning to see where we're at, and then I'll let you know. And you guys know where to follow me on these trades. All right. Until the next video, peace, y'all.